Hey, what's up,
Uh,
guys?
What's up? How's it going?
Dude, it's going real well. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Yeah, so for everybody that doesn't know, if you guys want to give a little introduction to yourselves, who you guys are.
We are Blood Smoke Body, formerly known as Nazim and Spencer Jones, like an alternative hip hop group from South Minneapolis. Southside.
That's awesome, and yeah, so you guys have been since I've kind of come into the Minneapolis scene here about 4 years ago now. You were one of the first few artists that I had met and that I had seen here. And so it's been dope to watch your guys' progression, to watch you guys experiment with a lot of stuff, and you guys have something coming up here that's going to be a little bit more out of the norm for what people may have been familiar with you guys.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's weird. Love Sick Animal Online.
Yeah, and so that's week from tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. So the next Thursday.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can you guys give a little bit of an insight into that project and what it is exactly?
Shit, it's just an album about life, basically, just life experiences, love, the future, the present, the past.
That's awesome, man. I'm really excited for that, especially seeing your guys your recent project that you put out on World Plug.
Yeah.
That big album and that album was packed with Minnesota talent. I mean, everybody from
Mhm.
Charlie being in there. It was good to see him back. I know he's been doing big things with going to school for music. Seeing that on there, Radio Ali, like just jam packed.
Mhm.
So for you guys to be on that album, what was that like to be put in with a lot of these big guys in the city?
It's cool. It's a lot of homies on there, a lot of people we're friends with and some people we don't know very well, but like, it's just a lot of talent across the board. And it's always cool. I like community stuff and those things are cool because, say somebody likes one artist on there, they might check out some of the other people on there and find somebody new that they like.
And it felt good to represent the city, the state, and just represent Twin Cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
You
awesome. I
got
mean, that's a big thing here that I've seen a lot more often since being here is that you have a lot of people that are willing to work not only just within their genre, but outside of their genre with people that are mixing in with punk music, that are mixing in with independent music, this indie rock scene. So it's really cool to see Minnesota come together on some of these projects like that. Um, so one thing I wanted to do was let anybody know that's listening, if they want to type in any questions they have for you guys, we're going to go over the whole segment here is called quarantine questions. So I'm going to run over a few that we have for you guys, and then anybody that has some at the end, we can answer those questions as well.
Mhm.
So the first one that I have, and I know that you guys are a little bit of weirdos like myself. We get into our headspace a lot, and being in quarantine, it kind of forces you to be more with your own thoughts, with your own things. But it also makes you, when you're alone for a long period of time, you start to do some odd things. So what's one thing that you guys have found yourself doing in your alone time that you thought like, what in the world am I doing right now?
Oh man.
Besides masturbation.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Um, yeah. Whatever's healthy, whatever floats your boat. Yeah. Nothing. I don't know. I'm taking naps,
Mhm.
like, which is kind of weird. Kind of like messes up your perception of time if you like sleep in too long or something. But yeah, it's really minus the social aspects that like you can't really maintain.
Mhm.
Things have been pretty normal.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, considering this has come like right after the winter,
Right.
and everybody was already like cooped up inside. The transition wasn't like super bad. I got furloughed from my job, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, I don't know. It's a good time right now to just figure your stuff out, or to just not like. I think there's a lack of some pressure that is exists in normal society.
Yeah.
When it's functioning normally.
And in regular life, like I don't go anywhere anyways. Except I go to the gym and I go to eat a lot. So I just been kind of like eating the same thing over and over again, the same 3 restaurants, just going to religiously, basically. Man.
Yeah, a lot of rice and chicken.
Rice and chicken.
Yeah, I've been cooking a lot at home lately. Making whatever I can here, making big pots of meals that I can just eat for days. But that kind of gets into the next question, which is diets are a big part of people's lives, especially in the first few months of the year. Everybody's trying to cut that winter weight, or they're starting the resolutions, all that sort of stuff. So what's one food that you either can't get enough of during the quarantine, or one food that you've sat down and like maybe gone through a whole box of like donuts, or a whole like some crazy food that you've gone through that you hadn't thought of?
I'm eating at this Cuban spot a lot.
Yeah. Shout out to Guava.
The vodka free that has. Keep eating that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Awesome.
A lot of chicken, rice, and beans.
Yeah. Blueberries, raspberries, chocolate milk.
Yeah, I do these smoothies every day. It's like broccoli, spinach, blueberry, coconut milk, and mango. And these things, it's like one meal a day is just these bomb smoothies.
Yeah, I'm getting the superfoods, that's essential right now. I think diet is super important because, like, I don't have a problem with like solitude or anything, but definitely a lot of people I think are struggling right now with like stir craziness, and having a healthy diet I think will just kind of keep your mind like balanced enough to be able to cope with the situation.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. It gives you a little bit more energy when you're eating. I mean, there's comfort in eating comfort foods, but there's also, it causes a little bit more. You're a little bit more lethargic. You're not, and I mean, not that you can get out and go to the gym or like do a lot of the things that you normally could, but keeping that healthy mindset and maybe just doing easy workouts around the house or something, eating these type of foods that'll keep you sustained, I think is really big. So the third question we have here is live music is come to a halt recently, but it doesn't stop creative artists from putting music out there in different ways to their fans. So what's something that you've either seen or you've done that you thought like, damn, that's innovative for getting live music back out to fans, or getting people to consume the music still?
I've seen like a lot of like live shows, or like virtual live shows happen, and I think that's really cool that people have organized like whole virtual lineups, and like it seems like a lot of people come and watch, which is like super cool. It's super weird too, like very futuristic. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something that like actually kind of like progresses after the whole virus thing. But I saw like like the Gully Boys had a concert, and like Nerdy had a concert. There was a bunch of other people on it. Seems like a lot of people were tuned in. So on our end, I guess
we about to tattoo the next single on the stripper's back and have it run through the city.
You'll get it all over the place. You'll know
innovation, marketing tactics.
No, it's definitely interesting to see that. And you see, like, I know there were talks. I don't know if they had done it yet, but like, will it put a VR on on like courtside, and then you can buy tickets to go into the courtside VR, and you can just be looking around there like you are courtside.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's something that they're working on for the music industry, but I think with stuff like Oculus glasses and stuff like that, you're going to see more of that come into play, and then you have people that, you know, it's going to open a whole new door for ticket sales and for artists.
Yeah.
There. So yeah, I think that'll be really sweet. So kind of along those lines, you know, music tends to be one of the biggest outlets for a lot of people, whether you're making it, whether you're listening to it. But a lot of people don't realize that they have these hidden talents. You know, for myself, I've been drawing a lot lately, especially comic book stuff. Like that's been keeping me sane through this, is just cranking out as many comic book drawings as I can in a day. Have you guys found any kind of hidden talents or things that you've just been trying that you thought, you know, now I have some extra time on my hands, let me try this?
Push-ups,
I would say you're like turning into a bodybuilder now.
low key.
Yeah, we need our next music video. We gotta have like Nazim shirtless,
Just
so you can see the transformation
up there.
They ain't ready for that.
Yeah, yeah.
2009 Dre coming out just jacked.
Yeah. No, exactly. I'll just hear grunting in the distance and see that you've done like 700 push-ups or something.
That's dope.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm doing stuff like drawing and reading a lot. Like I don't know if I've discovered any hidden talents besides like enjoying my time alone. I didn't know that I could have a good enough time by myself. I guess that's kind of a surprise, but yeah, just kind of just being creative and working. I think you past few videos, we've had like other people direct, and then we've been directing the videos for other musicians. So it's kind of nice to get back into the saddle of directing our own, which we've been doing again. And that's also kind of an interesting challenge now because it's, you know, we don't have like resources to any like extra people. So it's like a very DIY, kind of going back to our roots when we first started. But even then, we still had like all of our friends that would come and help out. But right now, it's just us as a crew, and just figuring out how we can make something interesting out of nothing. You know,
It definitely helps, and being able to do it yourself gives you kind of that. You're not having to go by anybody else's schedule, by anybody else's ideas. You know, it's going to be organic. It's going to be everything that you want it to do. And so the more stuff you can do within house and not have to bring in more and more people, you know, really help, especially when you're also put in a position to help out people that are helping you out along the way as well. People that are supporting you throughout the way. And I think that's big for keeping things organic and keeping the idea that you want versus, I mean, the more voices you get into something is going to be, it's going to affect all of it. So with that, the last question I have here for you guys is, you know, as society starts to like slowly open up over the next, you know, months or however long it takes, what's one thing that you're most excited about, you know, reopening or being able to do again?
I want to obviously live shows, and I want everybody to get their money back, and I want the gym to reopen.
Absolutely, man. The gym is surprisingly one thing I didn't think I would ever look forward to. And then when it wasn't there, I was like, man, I am about to buy an exercise bike because I need to.
Oh, and I want to dine in. I want to sit down and eat my food.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So we can go. I did see one question come in here from Big Up Selector, saying he's not from Minnesota, and he's never heard of you guys. So what's a good start to get into your guys' music here?
We just dropped a track called Names. It's on YouTube. And we got Pablo with our old name, Nazim and Spencer Joes. And we just dropped that song on the World Plug compilation, Wave.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I told you guys about this, but I think when I had some just wild dream that I met Schoolboy Q, and like the first thing that I did was I was like, yo, you have to hear uh Jug. I'm like, I'm gonna listen, you have to hear this song. I'm like, this is like that classic what was that, Purge with Schoolboy, or it gives me that kind of vibe. And I'm like I had this weird dream and I woke up and I was like, man, I really wish I showed him that song.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, shout out to your content.
Exactly. It knows. And then it looks like the other one here from Molly is favorite off the new album. And is Randy Newman going to be on it?
That's a hard one.
I like them all.
Yeah, I like them all, but I'd say that probably there's a song these days I really like because Nazim sings a little bit on this album on a couple of the tracks, and I like the melodies and stuff that he did on that one.
Dope. Yeah, are we gonna get more singing from both of you guys? Because I know you put out what was that track you put out where you were singing the cover you did of was it Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
Pure Imagination.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely transitioning into singing more. You know, I guess getting more comfortable with my voice and stuff. And I've kind of been enjoying like sing rapping lately, the kind of melodic rapping. So yeah, more singing. I feel like I'm just gonna be mostly like doing some sort of singing from now on. I don't know. I just have a lot of fun with it, and I like how like a melodic verse, the singing complements the rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to get Nazim to sing more too, which I'm sure he's okay with.
We're gonna do it for the city.
Yeah.
And I think somebody requested the Randy Newman song. Was that?
Yeah, that was Molly.
Yeah.
Hi, Molly.
That's what's up, Molly.
Awesome.
Yeah, that'll come out at some weird unexpected time.
It'll be a $30 download.
Yeah.
I'll pay every dollar.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to give this last little bit here to you guys. I know we've talked about the new project a little bit, but if you want to tell anybody, any updates with you guys, anything that's coming with the album, with the new projects, anything that's coming up in your guys' lives.
Just expect a lot of videos. We're gonna be dropping. We haven't announced it yet, but dropping a video for Wave on Monday.
Awesome.
And yeah, and I don't know. I just hope people listen to the album and like it and are open to the sound change, because it's like, I don't know, it's like an indie rap kind of alternative album. Like I pretty much like I've been trying to like push away from using samples, and that's how I started, and I love like sampled hip hop, but I don't know. I think I need to get better as a musician, and it's fun, like sometimes make like a song that sounds like it's a sample, but it's just like all the instruments I've played, and it's just fun, and it's it opens up new ways of creation and growth. The sound changes is inevitable, and I'm sure at some points it'll like weave back into like more traditionally what we started out with, but like our goal is to kind of just do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Love Sick Animal Online coming out.
Yeah.
May 7th. And we got the Superstar Ghetto. Somebody commented.
Yeah.
Molly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, guys. Well, hey, it was really great for you guys to tune in. I'm glad you guys could sit down for this first episode. It's really dope to see you guys again. I know it's crazy, so it's cool to be able to link up with people through all of this, and to be able to have you guys on here is dope. This is the first for upcoming hip hop. I've been a huge fan of you guys for so long, so just
thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys have a good night.
Thanks for having us.
Good to see you.
See you.
Peace out, everybody.